Yo, what is up? I hope you're doing amazing today. Austin here, but you know me as Mr. Billionaire. And in today's video, we're going to talk about pumpkins and non-native fruits, alright? Which is better? Which can make us more bells? Are pumpkins better than non-native fruits, or is it the other way around? Well, we're going to weigh down the pros and the cons in this video right here, starting off with pumpkins, alright? So we all know that pumpkins can make you a lot of bells, right? But here's one pro with pumpkins, okay? So pumpkins, they take up way less space, all right? Like, see how many pumpkins that I have planted over here? Like, so many pumpkins, you know? Now, I wouldn't be able to plant nearly as many non-native fruit trees in this little section right here as I would with pumpkins, okay? So that's definitely a pro right there. And another pro with pumpkins is that you can walk over them. See, look, I'm kind of like walking over them right now. Can't do that with non-native fruit trees. This is what happens when you try. Yeah, not very successful. And the third pro with pumpkins is that they're really cute, you know? Pumpkin patches are cute. Cute to look at. I'm not saying non-native fruit trees aren't cute. I mean, they're cute too, but pumpkins are just a little cuter, you know? Alright, so the fourth pro of pumpkins are you can get more out of them depending how often you water them. With non-native fruit trees, you kind of just plant them and you're going to expect 3 pieces of fruit to kind of grow, right? Now with pumpkins, if you water them every single day, it's going to plant 3 pumpkins for you, okay? Now, if you miss one day, it's going to be 2 pumpkins, okay? Now, if you just water them once or you never water them at all, you're only going to have 1 pumpkin, okay? So you can definitely get more out of it depending on like how much you want to put into it. I guess that's really what I'm trying to say. Now, another pro of pumpkins are they sell for 350 bells each at the Nook's Cranny. So if we do water them every single day, we're going to have 1,050 bells per pumpkin crop, which is pretty decent money, you know, it's pretty good, not bad at all. Now let's talk about some of the cons for pumpkins, alright? So pumpkins take a little while to grow, okay? They take about 4 days, whereas non-native fruit trees take about 3 days to grow. And another con is that we have to water them every single day in order to make that big money with the pumpkins. Now finally, the last con with pumpkins is that we may have to time travel to get them in order to get the pumpkins. Because unless we're in October, right? Because October is when the Nook's Cranny sells the pumpkins, okay? So after October, the only way for us to actually get pumpkins is to buy them from Leaf when Leaf randomly shows up. And you guys know that Leaf shows up pretty sporadic, you know? So he's not always guaranteed to show up. So it's because of that, we'll probably have to time travel to either October to buy the pumpkins from the Nook's Cranny, or we'll have to like keep time traveling day by day and wait for Leaf to show up so we can buy them from Leaf. Personally, I think the easiest way would be to go back to October and buy them there. So some of the pros with the non-native fruit trees is that they sell for a lot higher. Okay, because we know that pumpkins, if we water them every day, we get 1,050 bells per pumpkins. Now with the trees, we'll get 1,500 per tree as long as it's non-native, okay? Now some of the other pros with the trees are we don't have to water them. Alright, they're very low maintenance compared to the pumpkins. All we gotta do is like just plant a tree and like forget about it, you know? Now let's talk about some of the cons for the trees, okay? So trees will take up more room on your island. Like, not everybody has a lot of space to plant a bunch of non-native fruit trees. They can take up a lot of room. And another con is that non-native fruit trees can be a little hard to obtain. Now, there are plenty of ways of getting non-native fruit trees, but the easiest way would be to have Nintendo Online and to kind of travel to your friend's island and just kind of snag one of their fruits, right? Bring it back to your island. Now, if you don't have Nintendo Online, there are other ways of getting non-native fruit, but it's a little more difficult, like I said. You'll get one non-native fruit from your virtual mom. She'll send you something in the mail. It'll be a present with a non-native fruit. And you can also get them from the Mystery Islands, though those are a little rare, but it does happen. Which leaves us to the question, which one is actually better? Which should you focus more on? Personally, I think pumpkins are the way to go just because they take up way less space Because if you do the math, you know, you can plant way more pumpkins in a space than you can plant non-native fruit trees, all right? Now, if you don't mind watering them every day, you know, it's definitely the way to go. I think so. I think in the long run, you'll make more money with pumpkins. Now, if you don't really want to water something every single day and you still want to make money, then maybe non-native fruit trees would be the way to go. As long as you have the space on your island. But, yeah, that's about it for this one. Peace.